Hey guys, I'm Journalist on occasion, and today we're carrying on with the Rogue Trader. These two, they seem very twitchy with their weapons. He's constantly... Oh yeah, look at that. See how twitchy that was? I think they got to the end of their animation and then, yeah. I don't know, whatever. So we're going to go on a lift. Control rod is required. Well, I mean, we already have that. I guess we need to talk to this guy? Hey, Felix. Cool. So, Panicor Celio looks a little better. The matted hair is now neatly braided, his wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is a healthy blush under the scales on his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well? Remember, a second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Adira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained in blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fool at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Thank you. Everything is clear now. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The naughty little things. They say that tearing off the mask is your concern. Okay. Thanks. Adira nods tiredly and glances at Belek with the corner of her eye. So that's interesting. So I think she is actually... I think that is literally her cryptic read of the situation. Like right now. There are two people with masks. We have to take the masks off. So, yeah. I think that could be what's happening. Could be like him and the child, maybe? Dunno. It's a bit cryptic. Hopefully we'll find out more. Hopefully we'll walk, we'll go through the lift and there'll just be a dude in a mask going, hello! And we'll know that that's, what she's talking about. I have many questions regarding what happened at the station. Yeah, I think this is important. You think they are worth the life of my mistress? I mean, knowing what's going on might help your mistress not be dead. So, I trust you, Fella Corselio. Let us rescue your mistress. That doesn't... I don't know. There was a child mentioned in the documents and reports found at the station. You touched upon something that you should not have touched at. At all, rather. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station servant called Mistress Cassia. Oh, kind of spoilers there. We met her in the beta. That was the the navigator that we have in the beta. I didn't realize that would be the child. I figured that would be someone else, but alright. For the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name. You see, not all servants should have their vocal apparatus organs docked. Okay. Some prove to be useful while still able to speak. Yeah. Because Cassia brain broke some of them for not being able to speak, I think. I don't know, it's confusing. Madmen, I thought was certain that it is us who are the traitors. Felix gives an impassioned shrug. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline? You're right, nobility does equal correctness. This game's teaching me well. Servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened at the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think mere servants could prepare a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttles, shutting off the power, and disabling security systems. Too many things required special access. Access available only to the keeper of the station. That's true, the main computer we had to hack to get into, which honestly is just proof that we don't have to, that they don't have to be this guy. But if we go by, like, I guess if we just go by, like, rogue trader, like, sort of, RPG party exceptionalism, then it makes sense that we could do it. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll ask him about it, though. As I'm sure you're aware, there are two keepers of this station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Orselio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power. And also the one to blame for woes that have befallen Yorak 5 and our noble line. List of recorded station's officers' private conversation. They're very lenient with them and encourage neglecting the security protocols on purpose. Oh, you were very lenient with them. I saw the security captain's report. The keepers have access to all station systems, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not initiate the self-destruct protocol. Ooh. Which means he had done it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or... Yeah, he's just... yeah. Felix stern-faced twists up in disgust. You dare to suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve what little there is left? Of all the nerve. Please leave these slanderous accusations to yourself. Let's go with this one. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid the steep price. Just look at the ruins surrounding us. The mutineers have left almost nothing of my home. The keeper spits out the last few words with particular bitterness. I trust you, or I don't trust you, or enough lies. I'm sure that you are the one behind this coup. I mean, it does... like, just frankly, the context added by this, like, I couldn't really tell who the hell was who, or what was going on. It just seemed like someone was making everyone go mental, and so I wasn't really reading into individual accounts. I really thought it was just trying to give us the picture that, like, you know, Cassie, as we now know, the child, was just making everyone crazy. I just thought it was that simple. But no, it does actually seem like there is a power struggle for the people surrounding Cassia, and that she's just a volatile, like, you know, being within that, that they are trying to use. Or half are trying to use, the other trying to protect, and something. It's hard to tell. But yeah, interesting. But I think we took a mask off. I don't know, I feel like this is... I'd rather just go up in the lift, you know? I'm gonna go up there anyway. Like, do we need to say that we don't trust him? I mean, he's obviously lying. But he's just lying because he wants us to save someone he cares about? Or because he's actually, like, just a total jerk? Could be both, I don't know. I mean, I immediately thought he was a bad guy when we walked in, but then 40k, isn't it? So it's, you know, it's relative. Oh, screw it. We know he's lying. I guess it is time to remove the mask. The mask? Cowabunga. Well, that's Ninja Turtles. What did the mask say? Smoking! There we go. Congratulations, you got me. He's changed his voice now, apparently. The mask's off, so he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm just a normal guy. No, congratulations, you got me. But did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time? To welcome you with open arms, an ally of Tisiphone and her monster? The accursed child who has tormented the navigators of House Orselia for years? Do not make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy your house. And I cannot let this happen. Okay. So I arrived to help her destroy my house. What? Whatever. What are you babbling about? I know nothing. Okay, he thinks that I work for someone else. I see. Okay, I thought I'd missed something again. But no, it turns out everyone missed something. Could be wrong there. Destroying your house becomes more appealing than every word you say. Felt like you're obviously quite mistaken. I came here to get myself a navigator, nothing more. Let's go to the top one, because I actually want to learn more about Tisiphone. You do not? Fennec hesitates for quite a while. In this case, accept my sincere apology? That's very funny. For the deception of my earlier behaviour, I had no intention of making an enemy of Von Valentius' heir or destroying the station. That me as home. There's that me as home for many... Okay, that needs sorting. They left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. A pox, a plague, a pestilence on your bloodline. A pox on both your houses. This seeks to destroy Horse Orselio from the inside. And Theobald and his followers are just mindless fanatics serving this lady. This evil Lady Cassia is the scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relation to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose powers drive servants insane in mere turns. In mere turns? A turns... I mean, I know it's a turn-based game, but are the turns canon now? I know he doesn't mean that. The cursed child who can kill a navigator from the Orselio bloodline with a look. Only I managed to get close enough to her over the years to wriggle into favour, to lull the vigilance, and at long last rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. All navigators are abominable mutants and monsters, so what? Perhaps you are ingratiating yourself to me, hoping I would let down my guard. Must have been terrible to live on a monster's yoke for so many years. I will help you destroy it. If this monster's death will convince you to finally leave the station, I will kill her. If your cursed child agrees to become my navigator, I'll gladly rid you of this burden. That actually seems like a good shout. But only because hindsight is 2020 and we know that she is actually a party member. You do not understand that this is... Felix stops mid-sentence, makes a brief pause, and then nods to himself. You are correct. This may work. It certainly is possible. You're going to need this charm. Felix hands you a precious stone without a frame of any kind. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch no matter how long you hold it in the palm of your hand. If you manage to press it against the monster's skin, whether by force or by guile, the baleful influence of her powers will recede. You will then be able to take her and leave the station. Okay. Interesting. But what about the, like, potion or whatever that we made? Is that something I should use? Maybe. So, immune to toxic damage. I mean, is this even remotely related to what we're doing? I have no idea. Really no idea. Like, I don't know if that's successful. Also, this, I don't think we need to equip this. That's just what we're going to press against them. So, okay, fine. Do you want to give it to everybody? I'll give everyone one. Oh, and you need to have more of these. There we go. Much better. So everyone gets one of those. I will hand out more of these. I don't think this is like encumbered or anything, so I'll just hand them over. Alright, off we go. I don't think they're doing so hot. That's the dude's chainsaw, isn't it? Okay, that's pretty funny. Anyway, sorry, there's drama happening. Cool painting, though. Cool painting. So, the pale figure with unnaturally long limbs stands with her arms raised, her hands deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her dishevelled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jewelled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. We succeed our will check. Good. You're enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, your heart hammers on your chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. We can use benevolentia, to overcome crushing despair. I know why I'm here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. I mean, I think that's the way to go. Saying that we're going to help her is nicer, though, right? Just going, you can't stop me, it doesn't seem very benevolent. Honestly. Benevolent means I will help you, but, you know, whatever. Bring the stone in contact with her? Wound her? We got the stone. Maybe that's worth doing? I mean, I've resisted the madness, right? Yeah, I guess we do that. Boop. Well, we lost the stone. Okay. You take one unbearably leaden step toward her, then another and another. Your entire world narrows to a single target, the strange creature. I'm narrowing our world. Anyway, it's not as good when you say it. But anyway, the strange creature who has raised a tempest in your soul, as you lift the hand holding this the stone, interminably slow, you notice that up close, Cassia looks more alive, more real. When you bring the ice-cold charm into contact with her startlingly human neck, the stone burns you. Glowing murkily now, it leaps from your hand, and with a hiss and a strange crystalline chime merges with Cassia's skin. Ah! Yep, that's what I'm going with. Howls the Lady Navigator in pain, and her sharp nails try to find purchase on the glowing stone, but a second later there is no trace of any wound, only the subtle illumination of the artifact under her pale skin. What? Why is everything so dull? Lady Cassia blinks, waking from a vision and continuing to rub at the place where the stone was set. Her scarlet eyes look cautiously around the room, then at you. What did you do to me? I can barely see the colours. And your colour, it is muted. Who are you?
Morgana Van Valencius, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm looking for a navigator. You look like you'll do. It matters, profane creature. Anyway,
or you'll address me. Or remain silent. I'll introduce myself. Hello. Unease settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, Morgana. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald Orselio. Is that him, I guess? I guess that must be him, right? Because that's Felic, or whatever his name is. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child! Lady Cassia! Where are you, sacred child? Throne preserve! Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You! The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly, sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the house of Orselio down upon your head.
At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening. Who are you? I don't know anything. I mean you no harm, I came to seek the navigator's aid.
That sounds good. Commerce? Really? That seems unusual. I guess we're here to haggle, I guess. Yeah, can I autosave? Can I quick save, rather? I'm not sure I can. I'd like to, though. Because I don't want to mess this up. And I know, save's going, bad, but, we're only playing the prologue, so I don't want to, miss out on a cool character or something. We aren't sticking with these actions anyway. I'm sure I'll end up starting again when we play the game in earnest. So, at present, commerce. Do we have good commerce? That's 50% chance, that's 48% chance, apparently. Apparently I'm better at commerce. Oh, because Abelard is doing it for us. Alright. Succeeded. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felic's service, that jerk. So who are you? Rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. My side. You're all lovely. No, definitely the rogue trader side. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You may make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. I don't know what happened between you and Felic. Felic is my wayward student. He's right there. Alright, fine. Felic is my wayward student. He came to Urak 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novators. What's a novator? Patriarch or matriarch that rules over the Navigator house. Makes sense. Figurative and often biological father or mother of the dynasty. Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy, the renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Novator's throne. So, choose whose side you're on, murderous traitor, or the lawful scion of a noble house. Theobald speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. She's unconscious? She's standing. Well, that also needs some editing, I guess. Felix is a true monster. Let's mess him up. Felix said the child is a monster. Legacy of tyranny that must be wiped out. Which is really rude. And you believe him after everything he has done to the station? Felix only wishes to dispose of the heir and take the reins in his blood-stained hands. Do not besmirch Lady Cassia's good name. The child is the holiest and most innocent creature on this entire station. Alright. How did you lose control of your own station? Do not trust my don't thrust my orders in my face. I am twice your age, and twice as stupid. Oh, sorry, twice as wise, apparently. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold. Abelard. He's probably just flattered that we think he's closest to us. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future. Those orphans. The orphans are going to get me. What is the curse that's taken hold of everyone? Curse? You don't understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. She reminds me of, Luoxana Troy from Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. She's a Beta Z. And when they go through menopause, they give everyone psychic, empathy. Makes everyone feel her pain. I've been rewatching Deep Space Nine recently. It's a great series. It gets better the more times you watch it. Just very rare. Very rare. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. So Cassie's going through menopause, I guess, is the takeaway from that. Let's have a look. You look frightening. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood briskly away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. I think the child might have melted him. Or it's just, being a navigator is rough. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Alronto, acting head of the House Orselio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. You're talking as though you expect to die here. He shrugs. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. I've had a good innings. I've seen Beyonce twice. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted on my flesh... Oh, Felix did that. Felix! You sod. But my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne. Slowly enough to see the child is taken care of. There's a Medicare on my ship. He shakes his head. No, I am the keeper of Urak 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. Wait, are you off? Is he off? What? I have other matters to attend to, besides dying. Okay. Oh, besides killing our ship, I guess. Before he dies, He's got dot some I's, cross some T's. Okay, I'm sick of this station. I'm taking Cassia and everyone shall die. No, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, let's do away with him. Theobald dips his head in favour of the proposition. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. Who are you? Who's this now? Hi. Even temporary ones. I'll revive the child. She's standing. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orselio's heir will help us destroy our enemies and shield us from Felix navigator forces. But you, rest for a time before the battle. What? Guess I'll quick save. There we go. Nailed it. I'm very confused. Look, there's Oh, no, that's Theobald. Oh. Oh, I see. Sorry, they all dress like that. I thought he followed us in from the lift. Okay. Sure. Right. Well, now we got it. Now we got it sorted. Cool. So what's this then? Lady Navigator's private library is brimming with essays, novels, and personal accounts from the Trailblazers and the Explorers of the Imperium. This is like a really cool room.
They're trying to tell me something.
And just sort of these beautiful fountains. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, where are the rest of her paintings? You know, like what does she do? She paints and then they just sort of take it away. I guess. I don't know. Bit odd, but no, beautiful place. Yeah, real lovely. Big old bed. Alright, I'm having this.
Marching on.
Alright, so let's see if we can talk to Cassie. I mean, she stood up, but so I guess she's still down until we help her, right? It's like the painting made by different people. The timid, uncertain lines are followed by rough and furious strokes forming arcane shapes. Sounds cool. While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dried fruit and fresh water. That's unusual. Alright, well.
This master-crafted patella augment is
Heard
not
so
fit
much,
for
the
a
pain in my
servant.
chest. Alright, so, it kind of makes sense then. It kind of makes sense, that they were sort of experimenting to keep, servants alive. In the presence of the child. It wasn't like experiment on the child. It's literally just the servants have to look after it. And they keep dying. So, interesting. You guys coming with me? Cassie's coming too? What's happening? It is about time we repay those who betrayed our house. Come. Rogue traitor, you treasonous worm. I knew I should have killed you. Where? Alright, look at them. Synchronized dying. Bless him. Just perfectly lined up. Sorry, I'm the savior of our house, and I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Blair. It's a vampire now. Blair.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Not rude. Okay, so there's a bunch of... just a bunch. There's a bunch. Like, Felix on his own right there, though. So, it looks like Cassie is ready to rumble, which is interesting. Alright, Abelard. Go run out to the front line. You get some cover. And then, Morgana and Argenta, I'm sort of just going to throw into the firing line and hope they can take a couple hits, and we'll blast these guys. If we get our turn first, well, I guess if we get our turn first, I can just move, can't I? I mean, they can definitely all flank me if they want to, you know. Oh, and I can actually just shoot directly over there if I wanted. So you'll be able to hit all three. Alright, let's start the battle. Argenta goes first. Hell yeah. Alright, let's move here.
In righteous fury.
I mean, just shoot people.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't need to bathe anyone. Come on. Come on now. Don't be silly. Well,
Eradicated.
very cool. I love that shots pierce. It's really cool that they do that.
As the Emperor commands,
Like one
I
shot can
act.
hit multiple guys. Like that.
Strike is a prayer.
Well, that did it. Oh, he just did a lot of praying. Nice. Oh? Oh, thanks. Morgana just gave us something, I think. Oh, Felix just used tides of time and space. That doesn't sound good for us. I have no idea what it does. It's fine. Alright, Morgana. Morgana. Okay, we're gonna move here.
And we're going to shoot these guys. Verily. Oh, well, that jerk survived. Okay, do you want to kill him? Finish this guy off. I think I'll finish him off. Cool. Well done. That's everything. That's all I can do. Not a problem. Dear, I don't want to hit that guy, is the problem. So what I think I'm going to do, I am going to study enemies.
Was it you? Or
Alright, then I'm going to walk over here. I'm just going to blat this guy. Alright, he's got a gun, so he's going to have to run from us.
But of course.
Nice. So yeah, hopefully we'll get an attack opportunity. This guy might just kill him, though. Nope, apparently not. Oh, Cassie's going to give it a go. Oh, they just gave... That's amazing. She just used a move that gives us another move.
Anything else?
Thanks. Wow, you just punted his head off. Very well played. Alright, well that's you done. And then Cassie gets to finish her turn. Right, Abelard. Let's get you stuck in, shall we? Oh, and we've maxed out this, so we can use Daring Breach already. No, this turn, Bite has no limit on melee weapon attacks. Very fun. So we'll be able to attack him 4 times, which is very good. Straight line. Yeah, we can't charge. That's okay.
No matter the cost.
Oh, hang on. Doesn't it give... It restores his AP and MP. I should have attacked first. That was stupid of me. My bad, guys. My bad.
place is at the fore.
But, honestly, I think we're fine.
Grey hair, sure hair.
Nice.
At your beck and call.
I mean, that was very straightforward, wasn't it? Hey, buddy. Surprise. Theobald coughs up a gob of bluish blood. The armor plate on his chest is perforated in a few places, and there is a tangle of metal and viscera where his abdomen is supposed to be. Yeah. No, yeah, Abelard did a number on him, that's for sure. When the navigator's pale eyes find Cassia, he starts wheezing under his breath. Now, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your fate demands. No, don't leave me alone in this violet brown haze. Wake up. Your mistress demands it. Do you hear me? Cassia looks at the navigator's body in bewilderment, and you are overwhelmed with an inexplicable loneliness and grief. Aww. Abelard salutes the fallen man that he eviscerated. He was a fine warp seer. He fought for his mistress until the end. Oh, sorry. No, I got Theobald and Felic mixed up. I thought she was showing a lot of remorse for the person who we decided we'd murder. No, it was the other. It's fine. Anyway, enough tears. Get on the boat. No, forgive the urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable and may fail at any moment. I regret we had to meet under such circumstances. What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back the way they were before. Cassie looks sorrowfully at destruction around her. Suddenly, Cassia grabs the breastplate next to her heart and winces in pain. The stone flares under the delicate skin of her pallid neck, strangely resonating with her powers. Unable to speak, she is helplessly clawing at it with pointed nails, but to no avail. What have you done to me? What have you put into my neck? My powers feel like an emptied cup. The shadows around them have gone darker. What is going on? Help me! Relieve me of this burden. Cut out the stone? That seems bad. Stone restrains your power, absolutely just fine. Stone won't kill you. Let's put this aside for later. I don't know, let's try and get rid of it, shall we? I mean, I'm happy to rid her of it. Just not when I'm around, you know? Because I think the stone is restraining your power. It stops us going dead is better than it happens to suit me just fine. That seems like we're happy with her being like this forever, and we have no interest in what she wants. When really, all we wanted to do is make sure we could actually talk to her, which we couldn't do unless we had the stone, like, just dampen her powers. So I don't know. I feel like there's other ways around this. Let's say we'll promise. Cassia dolefully shakes her head. What? What are you going to do to me? You must sign the contract if you wish to leave the station alive. You'll pledge to be my navigator to release you from my service. Lady Cassia, I, Morgana von Valencius, rogue trader of the Imperial Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel. Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I will return you to House Orselio at the earliest opportunity. Kind of like they do giving her shelter, because clearly she's not really. I don't think she's really used to looking after herself, you know. And I feel like her stewards are kind of. Well, they're not around. I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yordak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio. What's the problem? We get new ones. I shall take on board everyone we are able. I'll provide you with every necessity. I'll get everyone. Lady Navigator ponders your words for a while. We are so short on crew, it's kind of perfect, honestly. I, as the Lady Navigator of House Orselio, accept your gracious offer of protection. Please take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place. Okay, that felt like a good resolution. Now let's steal this guy's stuff. Alright, everyone leveled up. Cool. Dead shot stub revolver. That seems cool. Couple of armoured body gloves. Some staffs of Orselio. Tactical goggles. Extra hit chance and critical hit chance. That seems very good. And thrice Pioneer's braces. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by 5 for 2 rounds. Effect stacks up to 3 times. So if you... So that's pretty cool. So if you put that on someone with rapid fire, and you hit someone 3 times, then their weapon skill and ballistic skill are going to be down by 15. That's impressive. Like, that's really significant. So I kind of love that. Yeah, let's take the lot. That all sounds great. I think he will want the stubber, won't he? Is that it? No, that's the auto pistol. Oh, it's not sorted. Okay, yeah, this seems way better. Additional hit chance. That's pretty cool. Max ammo's a lot less. This only hits once, so we're not going to be using burst fire, but... It has toughness. Why does it have toughness listed? Seems a bit weird. Its accuracy dramatically increases. The user's strength equals 35 or more. Okay, so that's toughness up there. That should probably say strength rather than toughness, right? But still, that seems good. He's got a good sidearm now. I mean, that chainsword is still just incredible. Love that. So you... No, I'm not trying to level you up. I'm trying to go to flipping... Okay, how do I get to your... There we go. There we are. So... Yeah, tactical goggles. Oh, he makes her immune to critical hits. That is really nice, but I think... Actually, is that what I want to give her? No, it's this thing, isn't it? Thrice Pioneers braces. So really just ruin people's weapon skill, ballistic skill. The extra chance to hit and crit chance, I'm not sure we necessarily need to have on her. But extra hit chance means higher chance of causing the debuffs, or just killing everything. So let's do that. It gives us her hairstyle again, which is just way more recognizable as a battle sister, frankly. It's really weird that she's like got power armor on as her standard clothing, and now she's wearing this ridiculous tack vest on top of it. It's a bit bizarre, but you know, RPGs, eh? It's how things do. And then for you, I mean, we've got a helmet now for the crit thingy. Oh, you can't wear that. Requires Imperialis adherent.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
God, it always... I keep clicking the level up icons, even though I'm clicking, like, well above it. But, alright. Let's do some leveling up, then. So what have you got? Ballistic skill, perfect. And for you, controlled shot. Marksman gives a sign that they are going to shoot. The marksman and their allies will automatically dodge the next marksman's shot. Oh, that's really cool. So you basically shoot into, like, your enemies, essentially. Like into a melee, you know? That's really cool. Revel in Slaughter. You get extra 10 ballistic skill, a bunch of critical hit damage and crit chance. Until the end of combat, the ability is available after killing 3 enemies. Okay. That's kind of cool. I think controlled shot might be better, though. Next marksman shot costs 1 AP less, but has minus 30 ballistic penalty. It does not end the movement. That's kind of cool. Rapid fire. Next marksman's burst attack will have double rate of fire, but 25% less damage. All shots will follow random trajectories. Okay, that sounds way more fun, so I'm just going to get that. Alright, the rest, that's fine. That's a lot more fun. Cool. Love it. Alright, next up. Let's get you. Reckless Strike. Next melee attack gains extra strength, bonus, the percentage, plus thingy, whatever. Strength modifies their armor penetration, and also damage, and they ignore a lot of the target's parry. Okay. Every enemy who survives the attack, enhanced by this ability, attacks the fighter back, including creatures with ranged weapons. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So it leaves them wide open. So why can't I get Sworn Enemy? Oh, because I already have some. I guess you can get higher ranks when you are, like, just a higher level. I guess. And Endure until the fighter's next turn or incoming damage reduced a bunch. Yeah, I like that. Endure sounds good. And Carouse. Yeah. You know what? I think Athletics is probably more useful. I'll do Athletics instead. Alright, there we go. Next up, our Adept. Let's give you Pattern Recognition. Every enemy with clue inflicts 1 stack of clue on one random enemy without clues in a 3-cell radius around them at the start of the next turn. When the Adept triggers stacks of clues and enemies, the Adept gains plus 1 damage and 2% armor penetration for every trigger clue stack until the end of combat. To me, that's just sort of a passive thing when you trigger that. Exposed weakness also decreases enemies' toughness and willpower by 3 times the Adept's intelligence bonus for a round, which is actually quite good. It's not their toughness and willpower bonus. So what's our intelligence bonus? That's only a 3. That's only by 9, so that might not even put their bonus down by 1. But there's quite a lot of stuff here. Suppose costs nothing. I mean, that sounds quite nice. Every allied study enemy's area of effect adds additional clue to the distribution. Okay. Okay, so if you do that into like a melee, you'll help add more and more clues on the enemy, which is fine. Let's do intelligence. So it's actually plus 4 rather than plus 3. Though, you know, for the thing that we didn't get. That's fine. Marksman upgrade again. Obviously more ballistic skills. Keep going with that all the time. I think controlled shot is probably a good one. Revel in Slaughter is also pretty wild, though. Because she will definitely kill a bunch of people. But no, controlled shot, I don't want her to be in a position where she can't take a bunch of shots. Because there are our own guys in the way. I want her to be able to shoot no matter what, because she's just killing everything. So, upgrade leader. Okay, she's a leader apparently. Version only contains a limited selection. Okay, that's fine. So, she's going to run out of things to give her soon, I guess. Put up a willpower. Or we can put up a willpower. Or a fellowship. Let's put up a fellowship. Can't put up persuasion. That is... okay, already on max rank, apparently. Put up commerce, then. Okay, commanding voice. Range of the leader's abilities increases by 3. While voice of command increases by 6. I don't really know what they do, but that does sound useful. Leader's resolve increases by 3. Blood of martyrs. When ally uses a heroic act, that ally gains temporary wounds equal to 10% of their maximum wounds, plus the leader's resolve. That's quite cool. Focus. Every time the leader uses an ability on an ally,
Ally gains a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to the leader's fellowship bonus, which is 4. Those bonuses stack, but half of the stacks rounded up are lost at the end of the target's turn. Okay. And then personal oversight. And any ally that becomes a target of any leader's action, ability, or attack increase their result by 1 until the end of the leader's next turn. This effect stacks is prolonged until the end of the leader's next turn every time it stacks. I don't know. Let's give a commanding voice which has bigger range. It's fine. Yeah, I still think all the descriptions and stuff are really lacking. It just gets into the weeds immediately. Just give me like just an overview of like the point of it. You know, like just give me a summary saying like an AoE ability that buffs ballistic skill of allies, and I'd be like, okay, good, and then I could look at the maths if I'm interested in it, you know. But it doesn't. It tries to tell you everything. And I don't want to know everything. I just want a summary so I can start connecting the dots a bit, you know. Anyway, I've moaned on about that enough. I just think it's just badly worded. So that can all go to cargo. I don't think we need any of this stuff. Shotgun would be cool though. But no, we're going to throw it all in cargo. All to cargo. Oh, more stuff over here. That's just his head miles away from his body there. Yep, can all go.
The world is full
Cool.
of colors I have
Alright,
never seen
well,
before.
we're going to go back to our ship, but that might end up back on the bridge and then prolonged conversation with everybody. So we're going to end the episode here. But we made progress. We've saved Cassia, I think, possibly, or doomed her, something. We killed a family, hooray, and we have a navigator. So that's one big mission accomplished. I'm proud of us. I was going to say, the casualties, you know, we had limited number of casualties and think, no, it was a slaughter. It was pretty horrendous. But 40k, so we got a navigator. Mission accomplished. Guys, if you enjoyed this, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Reduced to dust.